Hello everybody, Fiasco here today from Disney Springs. And today I'm going to take you on a stroll from Disney Springs over to Saratoga Springs, a walk that I do frequently. It's going to be a nice relaxing stroll. Before we get started though, if you enjoy our content, please consider booking your vacation with our sponsor for these videos, Dreams Unlimited Travel. All that information and more can be found down in the description below. But let's get to walking. So we're starting our stroll over here by Rainforest Cafe. Another place I'm quite fond of. I know most people give me some flack for that, but I do love my Rainforest Cafe. It's a childhood favorite of mine that I've gone back to year after year after year. And I recommend the pastelaya. I'll do a quick walk by preview of that dish. Ooh, doesn't that look good? The only answer is yes. Now, I'm gonna see, there's this exit of Disney Springs over by Wolfgang. I'm gonna see if they'll let me through there. Kind of a coin toss whether or not they're gonna be sticklers about me going through there. But if we can't, no worries. There's another way to go. Oh yeah, it looks like it's open. Slight hold up. Hi, I'm trying to exit. Thank you so much.
I'm fasting.
Have a good night.
All right. And we're off on the Disney Springs to Saratoga walking path. Now, there's actually, I don't know if I'd call it a secret second path, because it's not too secretive, but there is another little tucked away hidden path here that you may or may not have realized was here. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk down the hidden path. It's so there's this like more road traveled path. That's just the obvious one that you see from across the way at Disney Springs. But there's actually, there's another way you can go that's a lot more woodsy. So depending on what you feel, and honestly, either way you're gonna end up at the, you're gonna end up on the visible path from Disney Springs, no matter what. But it's a nice little relaxing detour. You're definitely not saving any time by going the way I'm about to show you, but if anything, you're adding on probably at least a minute or two. But we're gonna do it anyways, for the sake of this video. So instead of going left like it says, we're gonna take a right. Because we wanna go through the woods. And the inspiration for today's video was I have plans here today. If you notice over the past weeks, I've been shooting a lot of videos in correlation with each other. At Wilderness Lodge, at Riviera, at Caribbean Beach. And this is kind of one of the same story. Tonight we're gonna go dine at STK, a place that I've been at a number of times and has always been good to me, but we've never reviewed it. So we'll see how it fares with the cameras on. And here's our little woodsy trail. Comment down below if you knew about this already. Have you taken this path at Walt Disney World before? Let me know. They should really, you know what would be cool? If they repurposed this path around Halloween time as a like a little haunted trail. I think it would be perfect for that. It wouldn't interfere with anything. Closing this off for something specific like that would not interfere with anything. Like I said, this path does the exact same thing as the main path. And then you ultimately have to end up at the main path anyways. If you're wondering what this trail off to the right is, it's just a parking lot. A Saratoga parking lot, but you know, if you know these tricks, right? You know this pathway's here, and directly the way we came is that bridge to Disney Springs. Try to park your car at Saratoga Springs when you have the opportunity in that parking lot, and you are so close, even closer than Congress Park. Where that parking lot is, that's something that I don't actually know, but I believe it's right on the outskirts of Congress Park to the south. But that would be a really easy walk to your car if you could pull that off. And you're gonna see where the path comes out, how we really saved no time at all. In fact, just looking at the timer on my video recording right now, all we did was add about 3 minutes. But it's still a cute path, and I definitely think they should do that Halloween haunted trail. That'd be great. That would be great. So if you notice it happens, just remember you heard it here first. And I know people on the team like to refer to Saratoga Springs as the resort of last resort, but I really do appreciate it a lot. I love Saratoga Springs. Its dining has declined, no doubt about it, while other resorts' dining have risen quite a bit. But I really dig the atmosphere of Saratoga. I actually do like the sprawlingness of it because, like I mentioned previously, I like to walk, and I like to walk in aesthetically pleasing environments. And you know what? Disney's really the king at that. The king and queen of that, aesthetically pleasing environments to walk in. And the resorts are some of my favorite places to do that. Volcano erupting behind me. If only I could turn my gimbal faster. Doesn't look like Characters in Flight is flying right now. That's one thing that I learned. you never know how hard it is to get that air balloon up in the air until you stake it out for days trying to catch a flight. It's worth it though. I did a video on it, I want to say roughly 2 months back, maybe like 6 weeks back, something around those lines. Really great experience for the price, I think. Take a minute to admire the sights. The breeze is really nice. Not too windy. We don't like too windy, but it's just good enough. We're gonna walk all the way down to this fountain and then cut into Saratoga so you can get some of that aesthetically pleasing walking vibes that I was just describing so highly. Oh, and even through my mask, I can just smell the plants. Really nice. All right, there's the fountain. Let's walk up here and take a right. Got to keep an eye on the time. Make sure I give myself enough time to get back to STK. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below because our friends Paul and Amy posted a video on our DVC fan channel less than a month ago outlining the refurbishment that is essentially completed. It's not entirely completed, but pretty much. And if you didn't know, Saratoga Springs is gone under a complete refurbishment. We actually got an opportunity to tour the refurbished Grand Villa. That was actually the resort that really kicked off our tours of all the DVC resorts. So if you haven't checked those out, if you've missed those, and that sounds like something that you're interested in, links down in the description below to that. We are checking out. My goal by the end of that series is to have seen every single DVC resort room that you can see. And believe it or not, we'll actually be done with Florida in not too long at all. We're really knocking those rooms out. And by the time you're watching this video, I will actually be just a week and a half away from my trip to Vero. Gonna head out to Vero for a little bit, do some content out there. I've never been. We are, of course, in Congress Park. Now, let's see. You know what? I think the best way to conclude this video is to try to figure out how to get onto that path from whatever parking lot it was connected to. I think that'll be the best, most informative piece of information for you here. So you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Let's follow the path back on this side of the field and try to get on it. I feel like as long as I stay in the parking lot area, it should just pop out at me. I haven't personally stayed in a refurbished room yet, just I've seen them on tours. But I have stayed at Saratoga in the non-refurbished rooms, I'd say many times. I think 4 times. Done them for reviews, for staycations that I posted on DVC Fan Facebook group before we started to post the tours on the YouTube channel. And yeah, I think, okay, I think we figured it out. It looks, I see an opening up here. So if I'm correct, which I'm pretty confident I'm about to be correct, I'll let you know exactly where you'd want to park to have access to that path. All right? Let's figure it out. Okay, so Villas 1101 to 1446, that area right there. This is it. And we are in Congress Park. Correction from my last statement. It is in Congress Park, but it's the farthest, farthest point of Congress Park right before you're not in Congress Park anymore. The last little corner of it. And that'll get you to the path. And this is news to me. I just learned something new today about this walking path. I knew it was here, and I knew it led to a parking lot at Saratoga Springs. I just wasn't sure which one was it. And I felt like it was a little too far away to be in Congress Park, but I stand corrected. I stand corrected. And we're back in the haunted trail, or what I think should be the haunted trail. They should totally do something for Halloween here. Wouldn't that just be perfect? Doesn't it? It just look like a perfect place to do a Mickey's scary or not so scary haunted Halloween trail. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.